So in the previous class, we have gone through the introduction to 8255, that is programmable peripheral interface. Okay. So here basically we were studying the pin diagram and in what particular modes this 8255 is going to operate. Okay. So we will see that. So this was the architecture and how we will be selecting the particular port. So in 8255 there are three different ports. Its name is port A, port B, and port C. So here it is such that the port A and port B is of 8-bit, and port C is also of 8-bit, but it can be converted to two different ports of 4-bit each. Okay. So one of the port is called PC lower and one is called PC upper. Okay. So there are basically three ports, but we can have all these three ports of 8-bit, but we can convert it to 4-port such that port A will be of 8-bit, port B will be of 8-bit, and port C will be two type. One is PC lower and PC upper, that is of 4-bit. Okay. So basically by using the help of instructions of microprocessor, this 8255 is going to convert or going to connect different peripherals through their ports to the microprocessor. Okay. So how the programmings of this 8255 will be done, so that it will be connecting a particular port to a peripheral device. That peripheral device is either working as an input port or in output port, that is decided by the control word given by this uh, microprocessor basically. So here we will see further. So here this is the architecture of 8255. Okay. So in that architecture we have already seen there will be a data bus buffer, read write logic will be there, and it is having ports. So this is port A of 8-bit, port B, port A of 8-bit, and port C upper. So port A and port C upper will be consisting in a group A, and similarly port B and port C port C lower and port B will be considered as a group B control. So its control is basically divided into two different parts, so group A and group B. So this controlling will be done in two different separate logics. Okay. So this is how the total ports of 8255 is there. So these ports will be working as either input mode or output mode. That means this port is working as an input mode. That means whatever device is connected here to this port, this device will be working as an input device. Okay. If this is configured to work in input mode, if this port is configured to work in input mode, then whatever device is connected to this port will be working as an input device. Okay. So from there the microprocessor will be knowing like the connected peripheral is either input device or an output device. So that will be decided by 8255. Okay. After combining this, we can get the pin diagram similar to this. Okay. So this is the pin diagram, and its pins can be described here. So there will be a data bus D0 to D7. Okay. And reset means once the reset is coming, that means the control register of 8255 will be cleared. If control register is cleared, that means the reset pin will be activated. Then only this control register will be reset. And once this control register is reset, at that time all ports will be working in input mode. So if reset is activated, all the ports will be working in input mode only. Okay. So that is the by default configuration. And all other ports addresses we already know, like at which pin which port bits or lines will be connected. So here A0, A1 is the control logic or the control pin. It is a part of control pin. So this A0 and A1 will be controlling basically the configuration, like which port we have selected of 8255, but 80 and A1 is from 8085 microprocessor. This A0 and A1 is the A0 and A1 pin of microprocessor. So this is the pin of microprocessor. That means it is an address pin. So it is a port address. So this is basically the port address of 8085. So at what port address a particular device should be connected, that is decided by the A0 and A1. Okay. So once we have fixed the A0 and A1, and A0 and A1 will be affecting, like if A0 and A1 is 00, at that time port A will be selected. Okay. So when the microprocessor is going to communicate with port A of 8255, then what it does is its port address, and this is 2 up to 7. So this can be any value, don't care value. Okay. But these two should be 00. If this is for 8085. Okay. It is for 8085 addresses. These are address lines of 8085. And its value will be, suppose these are 000. So if this is 000, so total address will be 00H. If 00H is the port address of 8085, that means port A of 8255 will be selected. Okay. So that whatever port address or whatever address is given by 8085, that will decide like what particular port of 8255 we need to select. Okay. So that will be decided. So that is basically the port address of basically here 8085. And how we have seen here, like based on the control chip selection logic, and A0 and A1 different ports will be selected, or either ports will be selected or the control register will be selected. So this control register will be writing, control register is basically having the control word. So this control word, what does this control word is that doing is, control word is the instruction given to 8255 by 8085, that is microprocessor. So microprocessor will be giving some instruction to 8255, like what particular operation it need to perform, that will be decided by the control register. So its content will be control word, and these control words will be directing the 8255 to operate in particular mode. Okay. So how that writing will be done in control word is given by this. Okay. So here, first of all, different decoding logics are here. A decoder, internal decoder is there. Okay. So in internal decoder, based on A0 and A1 and chip select, these three logics will be deciding, like either it is going for port A, port B, or port C. So if 00 is the logic based on A0 and A1, 00 is the logic, then port A will be selected. If 01 is there, port B will be selected. If 10 is there, that means port C will be selected. And if 11 is there, that means it is going to select the counter control register. If control register is going, it is going to select, inside this there will be storing a control word. That control word will be deciding the functions of different selected port or different selected operation performed by the 8255. Okay. And this control register will be connected to all the ports. It is connected to all the ports. Okay. Port A, port B, and port C, it is connected to all the ports. Along with that, there is an enable. Each port is having an enable. So port B will be enabled when the enable signal that is given is 01. If 01 is given, that means port B will be enabled. Similarly, if port C need to be enabled, 10 should be given. So 10 will be the signal to enable this port C. Similarly, port A will be decided when A0 and A1 is 00. Okay, so we have selected a particular port based on this configuration or based on A1 and A0 values, and whatever port is selected, that will get the command by the control register, content of control register, that will be control word. Okay, and after selection, either it is going to read or perform write operation that will be performed in all the cases of the port. Okay, so all the ports have a read and write signal. So either the data will be written to that particular port, or the data read will be done by the particular port. Okay. Okay, so now we will see like how we are going to decide the port addresses. Okay, so these are the address lines of 8085. 80. Okay, so 8085, it is having the address like from A0 to A7. So A0 to A7, so A0 and A1 will be helpful for deciding the port address, like which particular port is there. So that will be connected to A0 and A1 pin of 8255. 8255, A0 and A1 pin will be directly connected to A0 and A1 pins of microprocessor. Okay, so if A0 and A1 will be having different configuration, like it will be as a 0 or 1, 1 or 0, 0 or 1, 1 0 and 1 1. Okay, so this is like that. And the rest of the configuration, so this rest of the configuration or rest of the remaining, this rest of the address lines of 8085 will be used for chip selection. Okay, so the chip selection logic will be decided by this. So here, uh, for because of simplicity, or any configuration can be done. So here the configuration that is done by this figure is like all the address lines like A2, A3, A4, A5, and A6 have been selected like 000, and A7 is 1. Then this chip select logic will be activated. That means it will be 0. Okay, so based on that, so this is basically assigned by, like we have already you might have seen in the first and second unit, like memory mapped input output, memory mapped input output, or the like how we will be selecting the chip based on the address lines. So address lines are used for chip selection, so that has been selected here. So the configuration could be any value. So here suppose it is given like A7 is 1 and all other pins are 000. So in that case, if this is the configuration, at that case, what will be the port address of 8085? We will be knowing what is the port address of 8085. So here A0 and A1 is 00, and A2 up to A6 is 0, and A7 is 1. So this will result a value that is 80. So here 80H is there. So this 80H will be indicating the port A. So like 80H will be indicating the port A. So that means if microprocessor wants to communicate with port A, then it will be sending the data 80H through the accumulator, okay, to this 82. Okay, like I want to select port A for communication or for particular operation, then 80 will be sent, data will be sent by the microprocessor. Similarly, if microprocessor wants to communicate with port B, then it will be sending the value that is 81 value, it is sending through the output, then that will be selecting the port B of 8255. Similarly, to select the port C, 82H will be the data that need to be sent by the microprocessor. And similarly, if it microprocessor wants to communicate with the control register of 8255, then it will be sending 83H, 83H as the address or the port address or the data through the input output instruction. So it will be basically writing the control word. One more thing, like one point. So the microprocessor, there is no need to read the content of control. So always this control register will be storing the data, that is a control word, and that control word will be giving instruction to 8255 to work in a particular mode, in what particular mode the microprocessor wants with to operate for 8255. So microprocessor only wants to write data into this. Okay, microprocessor will be requiring to write this write any data to control register, but microprocessor does not, there is no need to read data from this control register. That's why in the control register it is having an enable pin. Along with that, it is having only a write signal. It is not having a read signal, because microprocessor, there is no need of this microprocessor to read anything or any data from the control register. It will be just writing. Okay, so these are the basic, you can say, addresses, port addresses that will be sent by the microprocessor if it wants to communicate with the particular port, or it communicate with the wants to communicate with the control register. Okay. The next one is how different modes are going to function in 8255. So here there are some modes of 8255. Okay. So there are different modes. In that mode of operation of 8255 will be decided by the, first of all, always we have seen control register there, that is having a control word. So whatever data microprocessor writes to control word, that will is going to decide the function of 8255. So we will see like what are the values of control word is there. So there will be D0, D1, D2, D3, D4 up to D7. So in that 8-bit control register will be there, or control word will be there, 8-bit data will be there. Okay, so based on this 8-bit data, the D7 bit, that is having, if D7 bit is 0, if D7 bit is 0, okay, so this D7 bit is going to make like this 8255 will be working in BSR mode. So this BSR mode means bit set reset mode. Okay, so based on the control word data, that is if D7 is 0, this 8255 will be working in bit set reset mode, that is BSR mode. If this D7 data is 1, then it will be working in input output mode. That means if it is working in BSR mode, this BSR mode is only for port C. That means if BSR mode, if the 8255 is going to work in BSR mode, then 8255 will only be performing the operation that it will be setting the bits of port C. So port C is having 8 lines. In that 8 lines, what particular lines should be set or reset, that will be decided by this BSR mode. Okay, and in that case, if port B and port A are working in input mode or output mode, that will keep on working in that particular mode. So this BSR mode is not going to affect the input output mode of port A and port B. Okay, so in BSR mode, this BSR mode 8255 will only be setting or resetting the bits of port C. Okay, and another mode is when this D7 bit is 1. In that particular case, the 8255 will be working such that it will be working in input output mode. That means in this case, the ports will be working either in input mode or in output mode. So all the ports will be working in output mode or input mode, that will be set by this input output mode operation. So in input output mode operation, there are different modes. So there is a mode called mode 0, another one is mode 1, another one is mode 2. So we will see this different modes one by one. Okay, so in mode 0, it is like the port A, B and C will be made to work either in input mode or output mode. Okay, so this mode is mode zeroid, very simple. That means if port A wants to communicate with any input output devices, so in what particular mode is should be operating, that will be decided by the mode 0. Okay, so mode 0 will decide A, B or C, any of these three ports, in what particular mode these ports are going to operate. Okay, the next one is mode 1. So in mode 1, it is like port A and port B will be working in input output mode. Okay, but here the port C will be used for handshake signal. Handshake signal means port C will not be working in input output mode. First of all, port C will be used to make sure, like when the port A and port B need to send the data or receive the data. Okay, so it will be working as a handshake signal. So already we have already seen like what is handshake signal. So when we say INTR, interrupt we have sent, and INTA and acknowledgement is received by sent by the microprocessor to the external device, then that is an, you can say, before communication some interchange of signals are going to take place, or you can say before going to operate a particular operation, like in case of DMA, we have sent hold request and hold acknowledgement have been received. So these type of pre-communication before the original communication, that is called the handshaking. So we are initializing the operation, then that is called handshaking. Whatever signals have been sent between the microprocessor or the peripheral device to initialize the device, to initialize the peripheral device, that is called the handshaking signals. Okay, so here if in mode 1 port A and port B will be working in either input mode or output mode, but this input or output mode will be decided based on the handshaking signals of port C. So port C here will be working as a handshaking signal. Okay. Similarly, in mode 2, here in mode 2, bidirectional data bus port, this port A will be here in working in terms of bidirectional data bus mode, and also port B will be either working in mode 0 or mode 1. So here in this mode 2, this port B will be working either as a input output port, or it will be working as a input output port, but with the help of port C as a handshake signal. Okay, so in case of mode 2, the port C will be working as the handshake signal. So in mode 1 and mode 2, the port C will be working in a handshake signal as a handshake signal, and okay, and this whatever data is there, so port here port A is working in mode 2, port A is working as a bidirectional data bus. Okay, and port B will be working in either input mode or output mode. Okay, and port C will be working in handshake as a handshake signal. Okay, so these are the different modes of 8255. Now we will see each mode one by one. Okay, so there is some step that need to be followed while working with the 8255. So to communicate here with peripheral through 8255, so 8255 we are studying, and this is 8255A is the advanced version of 8255. So 8255A is advanced version of 8255. So three different steps are required when there is a communication between peripheral device and an 8255 is going to take place. There should be some set of you can say steps need to be followed. So first of all, here determine the addresses of port A, B, and C. So first of all, the first step should be we should be deciding the port A, B, and C addresses, and this port A, B, and C addresses will be decided by the A0 to A7 bits of microprocessor. Okay, 8 to 8085 will be deciding the port addresses of ABC, and also the port address of the control register. We need to find out the control register address. Okay, so that will be decided by the A0 to A7. After deciding, okay, according to the chip select logic and the address lines, okay, A0 to A1 along with the other A2 to H7. So that will be deciding these port addresses. First of all, once we have decided the port address, now we will write the control word to the control register. So whatever operation we need to perform with the different ports, according to that we will be deciding the control word, and that will be writing the control word to the control register. Once the control register has been written, then we have to write input output instructions to communicate with peripherals through port A, B and C. So once we have written the control word register, what should be the connections we should be making, either it should be working in input output mode or it should be reading the data, writing the data. So that control signals we will be sending to communicate with any peripheral device to communicate with these ports A, B and C of the 8255. So these are three different steps we need to follow. Okay, so the next we will see the different modes. In that we will see the mode 0. So in that mode 0 we are going to deal with. So in mode 0, how the control, so mode 0 operations is basically going to be determined by the control word. Okay, so whatever the control register content is there, that is control word, that will decide the uh, role of different ports. Okay, so that we will see like how the format, what is the format of control register is there, control word is there. So it is format of control word. Okay, so in control word there is D0 to D7 bits. Okay, so first of all, if it is working in mode 0, if it is working in mode 0, that means D7 bits will be, what value it will be the for D7 bits. So D7 bits will be 1. Okay, so that means if it is 1, that will be working in input output mode. So in input output mode, there are three different modes: mode 0, mode 1 and mode 2. So if it is mode 0, if we are talking about, then D7 bits would be 1, then it will be working in input output mode. If it is 0, it will be working in BSR mode. Okay, and this D0 bit will be deciding, so this D0 bit will be deciding like either the this port C lower, so up to PC0 to PC3, either it is working, it is working in port as a input mode or output mode, that will be decided by D0 bit. So if D0 bit is 1, then port C lower will be working in input mode. If D0 bit is 0, that means port C lower will be working as a output mode. Okay, so this is basically for PC lower. So this is basically for PC lower. Okay, similarly D1 bit. So this D1 bit will be deciding for the port B. So port B will be working in either input mode or output mode, that will be decided by the D1 bit of control word. So this will be port B. It will be deciding for the port B. Similarly, mode 0 or mode 1, what particular mode it is operating, that is decided by D2 bit. So first of all, D7 decides either it is working in input output mode or PSR mode. So if it is working in input output mode, if it is working in input output mode, then what particular mode it is operating? In input output mode, there are three different modes: mode 0 and mode 1 and mode 2. Okay, so here if it is mode input output mode is there, then we will be deciding whether it is working in mode 0 or mode 1. That is decided by this D2 bit, and this D3 bit will be deciding the PC upper. So PC upper is going to work as an input or output mode, that will be decided by D3 bit. D4 bit will be deciding the port A. So port A, either it is working in input mode or output mode, that will be decided by the port D4 bit. And D5 and D6 bit combinedly will be deciding the mode based on, because here mode 0 and mode 1 is decided. So this mode 1 and mode 0 was decided for basically you can say the port B. Okay, so in that, so here this is decision with group. This is for control signal for group B. So in group B, port C lower and port B is going to be there. So if these ports or these modes are operating, so these ports are in will be operating in what particular mode, that is displayed by here. But in group A, control logics, here group A consists of port C upper and port A. Okay, so the mode of operation of port A will be decided basically here by 00, either 0 mode or 1 mode, or 1 and X is there, that means note here. So D 6 is either 0 or 1. If D5 is 1, then it will be like mode A will be working in mode port A will be working in mode 2. So here this mode selection is basically for port B, and this mode selection is basically for port A. Okay, so this is the control word format in case of mode 0 operation. Okay, based on that we will see an example. Suppose there is an example. So suppose the question is identify the mode 0 control word to configure port A and port C. So port A and port C upper, these need to be configured in output mode, and port B and port C lower as input port mode. Okay, so port B, port C lower, that need to be configured in input mode. Okay, so we need to find out the value of control word. What should be the value of control word? So that we will be configuring port A and port C upper as output mode, and port B and port C lower as input mode. So based on the this control word format. Okay, so based on the control word format, we can see like here it is given like mode 0 need to be set. Okay, so it is working in mode 0. Then the 8 bits of okay, so 8 bits of control word is going to be like here. First of all, it is working in mode 0. That means if it is working in mode 0, then it is not working in BSR mode. It is working in input output mode. So if it is working in input output mode, then D7 bit will be 1. Okay. Next, PC. This is PC lower. So PC lower is working in input mode. So if PC lower need to be working in input mode, then D0 should be 1. Okay. Similarly, this D1, so port B. So port B is working in input mode. Port B is working in input mode. Then D1 bit will be 1. Okay. Next one is suppose D3 bit. So D3 bit is PC upper. So PC upper is like it is working in output mode. That means it should be 0. So D3 bit should be 0. Similarly, for port A, it is working in output mode, so it should be 0. Okay. And now we need to select the mode. Okay. So here the question is identify the port mode 0 control word. So here mode 0 need to be selected. So mode 0 means here we will be selecting the mode 0 of for port B. So D2 will be mode 0, that means 0 should be selected, and port A will be working in mode 0, that means 00 will be selected. So now this is the data like this is 4 bit and this is 4 bit. So it is this is 8. So it is 83H. So the control is having a data like 83H, then this condition will be followed. That means port A, port C upper, that will be working in output mode, and port B and port C lower will be working in input mode. So based on the requirement, if we see the 83 will be the data, we need to send to the control word. So that control word value will be this. Next is, suppose, okay, so here this is how so first of all, this is the data of, this is basically the control word. So this is the data for controller. Before going for control word, we need to decide the port address. So here, first of all, we are here how we should be configuring. So that will be decided like, we have select, first of all we need to select the address. Okay, so what is the address of port A and port B and port C and control register? Once we have known the address, then we will be writing the control word to the control register. So we have to find out the address also. Okay, so to find out the address, this is the configuration. Okay, so this is the configuration. So in that we are going to find the address. So here the chip select logic, based on the figure, we can see that chip select is directly connected to A15, and all other address lines are not here known basically, or they are not being used. If they are not being used, then its value can 0 or 1. Okay, so if we see in case of 8085 to A0, A1 up to A15. So A15, to select this chip, A15 value should be, this should be 0. So here it should be 1. So here A15 should be 1, and all other bits can be either 0 or 1. We have suppose we taken 0 0. Okay, so this is 4, this is 4, this is 4, and then 0 0, and based on the value of A0 and A1, that will be selected. So for port A, this should be there, port 1, port B, and port C, and control register. So this will be the address lines. So from there, the address is coming out to be 8000. This is like 8001. This is 8002. This is 8003. Okay, so this first address, because here A0 and A1 is equals to 00, it should be selecting the port A. If this is the configuration, this will be selecting the port B, and this for this, because A0 and A1 is 0 and 1, it will be selecting ports A, C, and this is 1 1, then it will be selecting the control register. Okay, so these are the addresses that will be there, or that should be generated by the microprocessor to select the port A, port B, and port C. Okay, so first of all, we have find out the addresses. We will be making the configuration. So if we make the configuration according to the question, it is coming out to be like this is the control register. So this will be the data of control register, or this is control word. So control word is coming out to be 83H. And now we can, here it is written like, we need to write the program. So we can write the program to configure this. So we have known the content of it, control register, and we know the port addresses. So based on that, we can write the program also. Okay, that we will see some example with later examples. Okay, the next one is BSR mode. So in BSR mode, we know like, in BSR mode, it is going to operate such that the port C will be set to either port input mode or output. Sorry, the port C will be set to work in either set value value or reset value. That means all the bits of port C will be either set or reset. That means all the bits will be decided by the BSR mode only. In BSR mode, what will be the value of port C bits that will be decided. Okay, so here the format of control. This is the basically format of control word or control register, you can call it. What is the format of control register? So it is having a D0 to D7 bits. Okay. So if it is working in BSR mode, then D7 bit will be equals to 0. If it is 0, that means it is working in BSR mode. This is your BSR mode. And here D0 will be working like it will be giving the set or reset. If it is 1, then it will be making the bits of port C either set or reset. Okay. So each bit of port C can be set or reset. So which bit we need to set or reset, that will be decided by the D1, D2 and D3. So if D1, D2, D3 is equals to 0, 0, 0, bit 0 of port C for port C. So here port C will be bit 0 of port C will be selected by D1, D2 and D3 bits, that is 0, 0, 0. And if 0, 0, 0 is the content, okay. So now based on the selection of bit, so this D1, D2 and D3 bits will be selecting the bits of port C. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 7, these are the selection of bit. So which bit of port C should be set or reset, that will be selected by D1, D2 and D3. And D4, D5 and D6 are, you can say, not used. Okay, so not used, and generally it can be don't care value, either it could be 0 or 1. Generally it is set 0 value. And here this D7 will be operating in BSR mode, that means it should be 0. So suppose a question is there. Okay, so first of all, we know everything, like which bit we need to select, that will be decided by D1, D2 and D3 bit. And after selection, which that selected bit will be either set or reset, that will be decided by the 0 bit of the control register. Okay, so now there is a question, we will be seeing this. So there is, suppose there is a question, that is write a BSR control word. We need to write a BSR control word subroutine to set bit P7, PC7 and PC3. So we need to set PC7 and PC3. First of all, this need to be set and reset them after 10 milliseconds. So after 10 milliseconds, we need to reset. We need to reset these bits. Okay, and here assume that a delay subroutine is available. Delay subroutine, that means 10 millisecond delay subroutine is available. So we will be directly using subroutine, means there is a program that is already written for delay. So as a delay, here subroutine will be used for 10 millisecond. Okay, so first of all, before going to proceed, we should be finding the addresses of port A, port B, port C, and control register. Okay, so first of all, finding the addresses, and once we have finded the addresses, we will be writing the control word to set this port PC7 and PC3 to set and reset mode. Okay, so port addresses, if we say here the configuration like A0 and A1 will be deciding the port. Okay, so this is the port addresses we will be deciding, and here we can have a don't care, or A7 we can have 1, all other we can have 0. So here we can see like 80, 81, 82 and 83 is coming out to be this. Okay, And after that, once we have selected the port, decided the port address, okay, now we will see what will be the control word format. Okay, so if we want to set bits of D7 bits are PC7 we need to set. So to make the PC7 set, we will see like PC7 need to be set. So these three lines will be 0, 1, 1, 1, and this is 0. So last bit will be 0, and these D4 to D6 we have made 0, 0, 0. So this is 0, 0, 0, and here for PC7 we need to set. So it should be PC7 is selected. Now it is set. Set means it is 1. So its value is 0F. So 0F will be for PC7 to set. Okay, so this is 0F for PC7 to set. Similarly, we need to reset the PC7. That means up to here it will be same. Again, PC7 is need to be selected, so it will be same. And it should be reset means D0 bit should be 0. So it is like 0E. 0E will be the data that we need to store in the control word. The next one is like we need to set the PC3. So for bit 3, 0, 1, 1 should be selected. So here for these three bits will be 0, 1, 1. If 0, 1, 1 is there, that means PC3 is selected. Or third bit PC, you can say third bit of this port C is selected, and we need to set that means D0 should be 1. So its value is coming out to be 07H, and if it is reset, it will be 06H. Okay, and from there we have seen like the control register location will be 83H. Okay, so if 83H is the location of control register, now to set the mode, like we need to set the PC7 bit, then we have to write 0FH into the control register. Okay, so first of all we will be writing like the subroutine, like a subroutine will be having an address, that is VSR address is written. So here we are moving the 0FH to the accumulator first of all. So because the first mode is like we need to set the PC7 bit. So to set the PC7 bit, 0F is the control word value. So that control word value will be sent to the accumulator first, and then from the accumulator to the location that is 83H, because we need to write that 0FH into the control register. Whatever control register value will be there, that based on that the 8255 will be performing the operation. So first of all, the first step is we need to perform the PC7 set to PC7 bit need to be set. Okay, so for that 0F is coming out to be the value of the word control word. This control word value should be stored to the control register, and control register location is 83H. So first of all 0F will be moved to accumulator, and then from the accumulator out instruction will be used, and this out is coming out to be for 83H, because 83H is the port location for control register basically. So now 0FH have been moved to 83, that means control register. So once the control register have been stored with 0FH value, H value, that means it will be setting the PC7. Now we will see the next, like we need to set again the PC3. So we will be moving this 07H to the accumulator, and it will be coming out to be at 83, that means the control register. Now control register value is 07H. This will set the PC3. Okay, and this set, these two bits will be set for 10 millisecond. So we will call a delay, because it is written like we have a subroutine, delay subroutine is already available. If delay subroutine is not available, we have to write a separate program to make a 10 millisecond delay. Okay, you might have seen in the second unit. Okay, like how we can generate a delay. Here delay is already given, so we have directly used. After that, we will be, once both the bits have been set, now we have to, after 10 millisecond, we have to reset these bits. Okay, so to reset, we have to move PC this PC3 we need to reset. So 06 is moved to the accumulator, and from there to the control register location, and then again 0E for resetting the PC7. Okay, now we have sent, and now this is return. So this is the complete program that can be used for set and reset the particular bit of the uh, port C. Okay, so this is how we have to write the program, and such that the microprocessor should be sending the command to the control register, and from there the 8255 will be operating according to its need. Okay, so from there some points can be analyzed. Okay, so some points that can be analyzed by this program is like the to basically set and reset bits of port C, a control word is written. Control word is written in the control register and not in port C. So if port C bits need to be set or reset, then the control word should be written to the control register. So we will be providing command to operate in particular mode for 8255, then that command will be stored in control register. Okay, next is in the BSR control word affects only the bits of port C. If the 8255 is working in BSR mode, it will only affect the bits of port C. In BSR, the BSR control word does not affect the input output mode. Okay, so it is not going to affect the input output mode. That means if we have made it to work in BSR mode, we have made it to work in BSR mode, then this BSR mode will only decide the port C bits that to be set or reset, and along with that, if port A and port B is working in input mode or as output mode, then that will not be going to affect the port A and port B operation. Okay, so these were the two modes, like mode 0 and BSR mode. Next, mode 1 and mode 2 we will see in the next class.